my face with paint.
Before Anna Kendrick would star in the Pitch Perfect series, the Twilight saga, and receive an Oscar nomination for a supporting role in Up in the Air.
Anybody who ever built an empire or changed the world sat where you are now.
Before she would score a number 6 hit on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart for the song Cups off the Pitch Perfect soundtrack.
You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Before Anna Kendrick would clock in over 13 million Instagram followers at the time of this recording and take home 3 MTV Movie Awards, 14 Choice Awards, and be nominated for an AMA and a Grammy. Anna Kendrick has been at the top of her game since she received a Tony nomination for her role in the Broadway musical High Society when she was just 13. This role propelled her from New York to Hollywood, where she landed after making her film debut at 18 in another musical, this time Camp. Her reputation as a song and dance girl has since led her to roles in the Pitch Perfect movies, Into the Woods, and Trolls, and her ability to cross over from comedy to drama and back has earned her a plethora of awards and nominations for roles alongside Hollywood legends such as George Clooney, Jennifer Aniston, and my favorite, Meryl Streep. The girl has managed to become a dominant force in Hollywood, but it didn't happen overnight.
I am also unusually talented. For example, I can sing and dance at the same time.
What's going on, guys? My name is Stella Nicole, bringing you the life and times of Anna Kendrick prior to fame, here for you and before they were famous. We have done videos on similar celebrities including Bella Thorne and Haley Steinfeld. Be sure to check out those videos and let me know who you want me to document next in the comments down below.
I'm Orson Welles, and this is War of the Worlds.
Anna Cook Kendrick was born on August 9, 1985 in Portland, Maine, the daughter of a history teacher William Kendrick and Janice Cook. Her family is of English, Irish, and Scottish descent, which I'm sure helped her land her role in the movie Drinking Buddies.
Who can hold their alcohol the best? My money's on Kendrick. I was gonna say she can do it.
Her older brother Michael Cook Kendrick also became an actor, but hasn't achieved nearly the same success as his younger sister. Growing up, Anna briefly considered a career as a doctor, inspired by her own doctor who she referred to as Dr. Handsome. Her older brother had a major influence on her life, getting her into things like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, as well as teaching her about weed and blowjobs, among other things. It sounds weird, but it's much more innocent the way she explains it in her book, Scrappy Little Nobody. Trust me on this one.
Is it 2? Pitch Perfect 2?
It's like, that means f you.
She began her acting career before she even hit middle school, with her parents driving her from Portland to New York for auditions starting at the age of 10. It didn't take long for Anna to get noticed by the right people, and as soon as she was signed to talent manager Kim Matuka, the same manager Anna has to this day. Anna's first major role became at the age of 12 in the Broadway musical called High Society, one that would earn her a Theatre World Award and nominations at the Drama Desk Awards and the Tonys. Her Tony nomination at just 13 years old made her the second youngest person to ever nominate for a Tony. Pretty impressive for her first kick at the can.
And now, this year's 4 nominees are Anna Kendrick for High Society.
She was considered the dorky musical theater kid in class, and even upon returning from her stint on Broadway, she was disappointed to find that somehow none of her classmates cared. Young Anna remained young Anna for quite some time. Late to the puberty party, she was constantly picked on in middle school for her lack of, well, boobs. Anna spent her high school years going back and forth between New York and Portland, at times with her father having to live with her for long stints in New York and taking on 2 jobs to support the blossoming actress. Her role in 1998's High Society led to the role in the 2003 New York City opera production, A Little Night Music, and her first feature film role in the musical Camp.
Is this your first summer?
No, I was for last year. Remember? We were in Night Mother together.
Though she only had a small part in the movie, the role earned her a nomination for an Independent Spirit Award for the Best Debut Performance. With that, Anna was done with Portland. Officially a high school graduate with theater and film credits under her belt, Ellie was calling her name.
It can be difficult just because you miss Maine, you miss small town as much as you say you hate it while you're there.
Unfortunately, hitting LA as a 17-year-old proved tougher for Anna than the rest of her career had played up until that point. Suddenly, she was just one of the millions of other aspiring actors living with 2 male roommates and driving a crappy car from audition to audition. The transition was a lonely one for Anna at first, who had thrived into the communal environment that theater and musical films. After enough persistence, she was found some friends and began landing a few film and TV roles that eventually led to the big one.
Hey, you're from Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Aren't people from Arizona supposed to be like Really tan.
Yeah.
That's right, your girl Anna was in Twilight. Somehow the role that shot Anna Kendrick to stardom was the role nobody remembers for her. To be fair, they made a lot of those movies and nobody really wants to remember them now. Not even the one of the stars of the entire damn series.
When I read it, it seemed like it was a book that wasn't supposed to be published.
Anna's role as Bella Swan's friend in the Twilight series occupied much of her time from 2008 to 2011, an experience she talks about extensively in her book. She recalls one experience in particular involving the wedding sequence from Breaking Dawn, which was filmed in a forest outside Squamish, British Columbia. Anna lived in an isolated hotel for part of the winter with nothing to do in her downtime except read, while her time on set was spent standing out in the cold for hours on end. During this time, the only book she had brought with her was The Shining.
I'm your new foster father.
I'd do anything.
I don't think that's right.
You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in.
Now I think that's more like it. Luckily, she spent the rest of her months working mostly in LA on various smaller films and TV roles, including her role in the 2009 George Clooney film Up in the Air. Great movie. I really like that movie.
Oh, fuck.
Brian left me.
The writer of that movie, Jason Reitman, claimed that Kendrick was the only person he had ever had in mind for that role, which landed her very first Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actress at the age of 24. Anna published her own memoir, Scrappy Little Nobody, to much critical acclaim and followed her star-making turn in the Up in the Air with big parts in 50-50 alongside Joseph Gordon and Seth Rogen in 2011, End of Watch with Jake Gyllenhaal in 2012, and later that year she made her debut as Becca Mitchell in Pitch Perfect.
You take your aim.
You can sing. Dude! How high does your belt go? My what? Oh my god.
I'm not going to bother you with the rest of her life story because, as you know, I'm Stella Nicole and this is before they were famous. You can find me on Instagram at Stella Nicole 2 eyes and YouTube with 1 eye. And be sure to let us know who you want us to document next in the comments down below. See you next time.